We stay in touch with representatives of Iranian opposition, learning fate of people who fight for their freedom, for human rights and for prosperity of their country.
The European Union's role so far in these years and currently that we really have to work to change, since it ignores the human rights violations and terrorism of the mullahs in favor of continuing business and trade with Iran.
First, I would like to introduce to you an extraordinary document which contains the names of some 5,000 political prisoners massacred in the summer of 1988 in Iran. I commend the firm stance adopted by members of the European Parliament against the regime's human rights violations. It is time for the EU and its member states to condition every trade and tie with the Iranian regime on end to executions and torture in Iran.
The Iranian regime has been the source of instability as it is part of its doctrine for survival. This explains why we find the Quds Force of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards and its terrorist proxies fighting in Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Lebanon, Afghanistan and other places.
The Iranian resistance under the leadership of Madam Rajui has gone through a lot of hardships in these years. They are facing a terrorist regime which has no mercy for its own citizens.
I believe that it's worthwhile even more today, because what we see now in the region is a changing balance, a changing equilibrium. And once again, we can see Iran and this fundamentalist theocratic regime in a very good appetite to become a regional hegemon and to take power and to control almost all neighboring countries. They did that in Iraq, they did that in Syria, they did that partly in Lebanon, they were trying to do that in Yemen.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much.